to say that your intervention at this time is very, very timely and very, very apt, because we're just about to commence a detailed exercise in carrying out the review of the Constitution. And as much as possible, we're trying to reach out to every stakeholder in the polity who have one idea or the other to contribute in this amendment process. But we have a process and a procedure we must go through. We as a committee, we don't work on bills, or proposals coming from stakeholders. Each and every bill that comes to us, we first have to undergo the process of the exercise, on the floor of either the Senate or of the House by way of bills. Thereafter, we take the first reading, we take the second reading before it is formally committed to us as a committee. That, frankly, is where my jurisdiction kicks in. I can assure you, me and my members of this committee, we're going to peruse this proposal, and we're going to try as much as possible to push it by way of a bill through either myself or a member of my committee, or indeed any member in the Senate, to have it referred to this committee for us to work on. Let me assure you that anything coming from women is very, very important to us, because we know that women constitute a very, very large, I don't want to say disproportionate percentage of the Nigerian electorate. And frankly, the day the women decide to come together and speak with one voice, I believe most men will be in trouble in this country. But I can assure you that anything that affects the well-being of the women in the polity, you have the support of the National Assembly. I really do not know what is in here yet, but to the extent that is consistent with the Beijing Protocol, which you mentioned right there, I think it is something that will be of interest to us. I'm sure I actually have a bill in the Senate already dealing with the increase in the proportion of women representation.
35%.
Well, it's just yes, it's just a matter of how to achieve this, without running afoul of the provisions of the Constitution, prohibiting discrimination. In as much as we want to help women, we don't also want to, in the process, to begin to discriminate against men. But we have several models. We have the Uganda model. We have what's that country now? Rwanda. We have the Rwanda model. We're going to be looking into all of those so that we can address it in such a way that the women are protected, they have increased representation, but without discriminating against men. I like to assume that Nama was a part of this request, because a request that came in the 8th Senate but was shut down because of the perception that it infringed on the provisions of the Constitution, guaranteeing no non-discrimination right of anyone. But some of us, we've traveled, we've had the opportunity of reviewing what is taking place in this country that I just mentioned. And I'm sure there's a way we can accommodate more women representation, without necessarily discriminating against the men. So once again, I want to thank you for coming and to assure you, indeed reassure you, that this document will be looked into by my committee, first the steering committee, and a larger committee, and then we pray that the final work product we'll come up with will be one that will have the support of the majority of our colleagues, not just in the Senate, but also in the House of Reps, and hopefully too the members of the various Houses of Assembly, whose, of course, concurrence will require before the constitutional review exercise, could complete and be ready for presidential assent. So once again, thank you for this initiative, and I thank you for coming. Thank you.